Hello, Jen here. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday season. We had a lovely Christmas. It was nice and quiet and relaxing, and the kids had a lot of fun. We had some minus 46-degree weather, so it was pretty cold. We hibernated most of the time, but it was really nice. So I am back for the new year, and I am starting my year off with my very first project as a design team member for Wild Whisper Designs. So I'm really excited to be part of their team, part of a Canadian team, and really proud to be showcasing some cool Canadian products. So let me get started with their January release. So January's release is More Adventures, and it has kind of a nice sort of wintry palette, but it's perfect for any time of year, camping or road trips or any of those things that you guys might be going on. I just love all of these icons. So it starts with the wolf, and I grabbed the Traveler's Notebook insert that they have. I think this year I'm going to be doing my Project Life in Traveler's Notebooks instead of normal pocket pages. Stay tuned for that. I haven't fully decided, but I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to be doing. So I grabbed the Traveler's Notebook they have, and I grabbed the cards that they have. This is the single card pack, but you can also get a double if you want to be able to use both sides of each card. So I'll just quickly go through. You can see lots of nice bright dark colors. I love this navy here. Let's Be Adventurers, and then their signature wood grain. And here you can see all of the colors in the collection. And that wolf. And here is another awesome wood grain. I love how they've used this one. And again, all of those colors. And isn't that fun? We live right by the mountains, so of course I get to see the sun coming up over the mountains and going down over the mountains a lot. And then this is a true photo. And then their small card pack here. So I'm actually going to use this one for my very first project, so I'll put that there. You can see here how there's a really sort of a nice, almost retro, sort of Aboriginal feel to everything, which I love. It's very Canadian feeling, but all of the colors are more in that cool, those cool tones. So it's definitely a winter pack that you could use any time of year. I love this constellation type pattern. Lots of fun sayings. So yeah, so those are the cards. And then I also got the paper, of course, and you can, just like with the cards, you can get a single pack of the paper, or you can get the double pack, which comes with 2 of each. So it depends on whether you want to use all the patterns or not. I think this is definitely one that you might want to grab the double pack for. So there is that wolf. And then just a nice neutral. This is perfect for girls and boys. That's another reason I really love these collections, is because they're just very gender neutral. And then again, that constellation pattern, and it's slightly ombre from top to bottom. And the paws. There's that same wood grain in the nice mint and navy, which I love. And there's the chevron. The stripe again, so you can see all of the colors. And then here's just a really nice fun pattern that has sort of that Aboriginal feel to it. The wood which is perfect for so many different things. I mean, this is very camping and summery, but it's also very wintry. And then these leaves, I like that they've kept them sort of in this gray shade because, again, that gives a wintry feel to it, but it's also for camping or whatever. And then a cut apart sheet. So you can see a lot of those same icons in the cards and in the sheet, so that's nice. It gives you a lot of options. And here you have just a nice, they're like little stars, but they could be snowflakes or whatever you wanted. And then to finish off my kit for the month, I also grabbed some sequins. So these are exclusive to Wild Whisper. They go with their Sweater Weather collection by Spiegel Mom Scraps. And then her little metallic stars because, well, they're just gorgeous. So how could you not? All right, so I am going to move into my project now. I will put you on voiceover. I just wanted to pop in to show you all the products that I would be using and say hello. So I will talk to you soon. All right, so I am using my brand new Traveler's Notebook to do a layout inspired by one of the cards in the collection. My one little word for the year is growth, and I really liked this card that talks about sort of not apologizing for your wild side, or, you know, how I take it is more just not apologizing for your true self. So I'm going to use that as sort of my opening page in this Traveler's Notebook. And the notebook, I think, is going to take the place of my project life. So I might not be doing pocket pages this year. I don't know. I'm going to try it for a couple of months and see how I like it. But yeah, I thought it might be fun to change it up a bit. So you can see here, I started by cutting out a dream catcher, just the top part of a dream catcher from my Silhouette. It's just a cut file that I found in the Silhouette store. And to jazz it up a little bit and make it pop off the page a little bit, I'm using some Emerald Creek embossing powders. So this one's called Northern Lights. And I don't know if you can see it. It has little flecks of navy blue, and it's beautiful. I melted my mat a little bit though, so I had to squish it down to get it back into place while it was still warm. And now I'm going over the whole thing with this Fractured Ice, which is also from Emerald Creek. And this one is mostly clear, but it has really big chunks of plastic, and then it has little flecks of other colors. And so it just adds this kind of, I don't even know how to describe it. It has this beautiful texture and this glimmer to it. It's really nice. I love it. And it really made this piece quite thick and sturdy. So my camera doesn't really pick up on it that well, but it's pretty. So I'm glad I pulled those out. So now what I'm going to do is just go through the collection, and I want to back some of the spaces in the Dreamcatcher with some of the colors that I want to focus on. So instead of going right into my pages and starting to cut them up, I needed to sort of work my courage up to do that. So I'm going to actually use this front cover, and it's perfect because it was just the right size little snippets of each page, so I can get all of that sort of mix of colors that I want. So I'm going to use some of this navy blue and then some of the yellow. I keep brushing my paper off there because some of that Fractured Ice embossing powder was spilled, and it's just everywhere. It just feels like salt almost all over my page. So there, I'm going to use some yellow, and you can see I won't cover up every single space, but I just wanted to make sure that I had a few of the colors. And then I really liked the wolves, which the quote that inspired this whole thing talks about being more wolf than woman. So I wanted to make sure I had some wolves in that Dreamcatcher. And then I've fussy cut out a couple of those wolf heads from one of the cards. And now I'm going to fussy cut some of these. They're sort of like, I guess, ferns. They're not really leaves, but they're, you know, part of a leaf paper. But to me, they kind of also looked like feathers, so I'm going to use them as feathers to dangle down from the dream catcher. And I'll just quickly fussy cut those all out. I won't make you sit and watch me do all of it, and my camera actually times out in a second anyways, because it was full. I still hadn't taken off all of my Christmas photos, so I needed to make some room. But you can see I'm just doing it, obviously not this quickly, it's sped up, but I am just doing it fairly quickly. I'm not paying a lot of attention. I just want it to have the feel of being feathers. So they don't quite have to be perfect. So I'll do that for these, and then I'll also cut out those leaves and then the wolf heads, and those will all dangle down from the dream catcher. So there you can see now I've got them all cut out, and I went ahead and printed a picture of myself with my zip pocket printer. It was literally just me snapping a selfie as I was sitting there working on this project. So that is what I looked like that day. No makeup, no nothing, just me. And I love that with these little printers that I was able to do something like that. And I really just wanted this layout to be about the true me showing, which most of the time is no makeup, you know, plain old clothes, and just, yeah. Anyways, so I'm going to pull out some of these sequins now, and these don't go with the collection, but the sort of orangey colors in it match pretty well, so I want to pull that into the dream catcher, and I'm going to fill in some of these spaces with the different sequins. So I'm going to do 2 spaces with this orange coral color, and then 2 spaces with the clear ones, which they're clear, but they have just the tiniest slight tint to them, which you'll see when I start putting them down. And I'm just using my Scotch tacky glue to stick them down, because I find that they stick really well and they dry pretty quickly. So here you can see that's where my camera cut out. I've already put my picture down, and I layered up a few things behind that quote. And now I'm just going around the edges. I knew I wanted to do something else, but I wasn't quite sure what. So I'm just going to do some sketchy lines around the edges in gray and blue. And then this package of puffy stickers caught my eye. The color actually is what caught my eye. And they are from Paige Evans' Turn the Page collection. And it says Believe in You, and it's the right colors. So I thought I would pull that in, and I'm just going to layer some little leftover pieces from everything I used from the very first cluster down below. And I just wanted all of the colors there. And now I will put some sequins around it, and that's it. I purposely kept a lot of white space there so that all the colors would just look that much more bold and pop out that much more, and I love it. I think it turned out really nice. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions at all about this collection or anything to do with Wild Whispers, check them out down below. I'll leave all the links, or leave your questions for me in the comments. Talk to you next week. Until then, happy scrapping. Bye.